A couple of years ago, a very big Elvis record collection came for sale on the Japanese market, and it was interesting in that most of the records in the collection were not actually Japanese, and I don't normally buy imports, and this collection was made up largely of American and European records, but in this particular case there was some unusual records in there and the prices were very good, so I decided to avail myself of a few of them. And what I'd like to do today is just show you the singles that I got. And I got quite a few records that come from France, and they were all in a series. This is the first one here, Mystery Train, I Forgot to Remember to Forget. You can see it just says I Forgot to Remember on the front there. On the back is a list of 50 singles that were in the same series. I believe these date from the early 70s, and I got quite a few of these. And the quality of the picture covers kind of varies from release to release. They all have a letter in the top here, which I believe is a price code. And this one here has like a little tag which juts out of the side of the cover here. I'm guessing that must have been some kind of a reorder tag, because it simply peels off the side there, it tears off. So this was the first one, I Forgot to Remember to Forget, a Mystery Train, and the records are all on the orange RCA label. And I believe these first came out in about 1971. The next one is from the same series. This is I'm Left, You're Right, She's Gone, Baby Let's Play House. And already this particular cover, it's not as good on the back, it's not completely laminated, it's just laminated on the front. And this one has a cutaway at the back, it doesn't have that little tab. Once again, this is on the orange RCA label. Another one, very nice picture cover here. This is Stuck on You, Fame and Fortune. Some of them also have a sticker stuck over the original price code there. So again, they're all on the orange RCA label. The next one, One Broken Heart for Sale, They Remind Me Too Much of You. And this one here has a cutaway here, but it's actually a bit jagged, so at one point there was the tab on there that someone has pulled off. And what I like about these is most of them are different to picture covers anywhere else. This one is actually similar to other countries. This is Crying in the Chapel. Same back cover, all the back covers are similar. They have a list of 50 singles in the series, which is quite amazing really, a series of 58 reissues in the early 1970s. The next one is Blue Moon and Just Because. Again, orange RCA label, and all of them have Hit Parade on the labels, so I'm guessing that must be the series name. This one, Are You Lonesome Tonight, I Gotta Know. Same orange label again. The next one, It's a Long Lonely Highway and I'm Yours. Same back cover. Same orange label. And just a couple more of these, 2 or 3 more. This one is Tutti Frutti Blue Suede Shoes. This one is actually in the thinnest cover and it's not laminated either side. So I guess I must have reissued them 2 or 3 times over the years, because there are about 3 or 4 slight variations in sleeve design. This one, It's Now or Never, A Mess of Blues. And the last of the French singles is this one here, I Got a Woman, I'm Counting on You. And once again on the orange label. There was also a couple of Australian records that I got in there. This one's very unusual. It's an EP. It's called Elvis Volume 1. And those are the tracks there, with a bit of blurb about Elvis's number ones in America. And it's on this silver RCA label. I don't think there was an Elvis Volume 2, by the way. The next one goes all the way back to the 60s. This is an original copy of Almost in Love and A Little Less Conversation. This is also Australian, with other singles on the back cover. Black Australian RCA label. Also a few Portuguese records that I got. This one's quite rare. This is the original copy of Easy Come, Easy Go. Six tracks, black label, RCA Victor. This one is also Portuguese, a little bit later, from 1977, In the Ghetto EP. So In the Ghetto, Any Day Now, If I Can Dream, and Charo on this one. So you can see there it's got the 100 Years of Music logo on there, so that dates this one to 1977. Orange RCA Victor label. The next one is from Italy. This is a very cool cover. There's Where Did They Go, Lord, and Rags to Riches. The back cover looks to be a generic design, but I still quite like that. And the labels, orange, of course, these are dated April 1971. The next one, I think, is another rare one. This is the Tickle Me EP. This one actually comes from Brazil. RCA Victor black label. 5-track RCA Victor EP. These are all in very nice condition, by the way. The next one is also Brazilian. This one's a bit later. This is on RCA, but it's 33 RPM. Suspicion and Kiss Me Quick, and it's actually in a gatefold sleeve. And this one actually is on the 70s black label. So it's not dated, well, the label says 1964, but it's definitely not 1964. That looks like a label from around 1977, I'd say. And this one actually came with a few pictures as well. So it came with 3 7x7 black and white pictures from the 50s. And that's the third one. The next one is another Italian one. This is It's Only Love. Another great picture cover there. On the back cover, a couple of adverts for albums. The orange label, which is dated 1972. Of course, the dates on the labels are not always a guarantee that that was the release date. This one is Mexican. Another very cool cover. This one from the early 70s picture. I Forgot to Remember to Forget with the Heartbreak Hotel. It's actually like a 4-page thing, but it's just blank on the inside. This one is also orange label RCA, and it's dated 1974. And I've got one more Portuguese one. This is another EP. This one's on the RCA Victor. It's orange label, and it's got 2 singles on it. Frankie and Johnny, Tell Me Why on one side, Please Don't Stop Loving Me, and probably on a string, so it's not strictly speaking a Frankie and Johnny EP. 2 singles from that period. Not sure when that one was released. It's not dated anywhere. The labels say 1966, but of course that's not the original release date. And I also got some American singles. These are all promos, actually. This one is Guitar Man and Faded Love in the picture sleeve. And this one's very nice. It's on a red vinyl record. And on one side it has a mono version of Guitar Man, and on the other side it has a stereo version of the same song. The next one is Little Sister and Paralyzed. These two tracks are from the I Was the One album. This is also a promo. Blue labels this time, and the record is actually also blue. This time it has both songs on the record, Little Sister on one side, Paralyzed on the other. And there's one more promo, and this is from the 50th anniversary release, a Golden Celebration, Baby Let's Play House and Hound Dog. And this one is also coloured vinyl, gold vinyl. Now I remember the labels from this period. I had a few singles from around this time, a few years ago, and I remember the labels were pretty poorly applied, so sometimes they would start bubbling or peeling off. But luckily these three promos are very well made. The labels are still firmly attached. I've saved the last one, the best one till last, because this is the one I was most pleased to get. And this is a German copy of Surrender and Lonely Man. So it's a straightforward mono sleeve, but the record is not actually mono. The record is actually a living stereo copy, back to 1961. Surrender and Lonely Man, living stereo. So I've seen this record for sale a couple of times. Once with a bog standard RCA living stereo sleeve, and another time with the sleeve that I have here, this mono sleeve. So I'm guessing that it was released either one way or both ways. I don't think there was a living stereo picture sleeve for that release. So there you go. Those are some bargains I picked up here, and the good thing about, well, one good thing about collecting in Japan is that there isn't that much of an interest in imports. So when they do come up for sale, you can get some bargains over here. So as I say, I don't generally collect them, but when bargains like that come up for sale, I'm quite happy to grab them. Right, okay, I'll show you some of the LPs I got from that collection actually, if I think on at some point in the future. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care.